In this video, I'm going to go through 5 online business models that you guys can start right now to make your first $1,000 in 2024. And for every single model I go through, I'm going to talk about exactly what you need to get started in terms of actionable steps and how easy it actually is to make your first $1,000 online. So let's jump straight into it with the first one, which is personalized dropshipping. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering what is personalized dropshipping, and it's very similar to the traditional style of dropshipping, except you're selling products which are custom and uniquely tailored to every single customer that buys from you. Now, the reason I put this at number 1 is because I personally have a brand which is making money off this exact business model, and you guys can check out the website. It's live right now. It's called creationbymemories.com. And essentially what I sell through there is personalized canvas art, specifically targeting couples. So couples will come and upload an image of themselves, and we will turn that into a digital watercolor art, which we then print on a canvas and ship it out to them. So every single order is completely uniquely tailored to the customer that purchases it. But it doesn't just have to be canvas art. You can pretty much apply this principle to anything from customized clothing to even a ring, allowing people to put a name or date on it. And so in order to get started with this type of business model, the first thing you need is a really good idea on the type of personalized product that you want to sell. And the great place to start to come up with an idea for this is Etsy.com. So just head over to Etsy and type in custom products in the search bar, and then just scroll down and see all the unique and personalized products that people are selling on Etsy. And this can be a great way to get really good inspiration for ideas on the types of products that you can sell. And so once you've found an idea that you really like through Etsy, all you need to do now is find the supplier who's able to ship an order to your customer every single time you get an order. So in terms of suppliers, I'm going to give you guys 2 recommendations. The first is using Zendrop.com. Now, this is a really good platform to use to find a supplier because they have so many warehouses in the States. So a lot of their products in their catalog can get 5 to 6 days shipping for the customer. So it's definitely worth checking out if they have the product that you're specifically looking for. And if you want to check them out, there's a link down below which will get you guys 50% off in the first month and $200 in completely free credit. So if you decide to check out Zendrop and they have your product, then definitely take advantage of the link down below. The other option I'm going to give you guys is to use a POD supplier. So that entirely depends on the type of product that you've decided to source. So if it's something like a t-shirt or a canvas, then companies like Gelato or Printify will be a really good option to check out. Now, you want to compare a few different POD suppliers to see which one has the best price ranges and the best reviews for the kind of product that you're trying to source. So now at this point, guys, you should have decided exactly what product you want to sell, and you should have your supplier of who you're going to source it from. All you need to do now is design yourself a storefront so that people can actually come and purchase from your store. And the best place to do that is got to be Shopify. So you can sign up to Shopify for only £1 a month if you click the link down below, and then you can design yourself a store in pretty much an hour or 2 hours. Even if you have barely any experience, you can just go on Shopify's themes and start customizing and make yourself a really nice store that highlights the exact product that you're trying to sell to the exact audience that you want to sell it to. And now the final step for you guys to actually start making money from this store is simply to run ads on either Facebook or TikTok. And so whether you run image or video ads really depends on the type of product that you're selling. For example, for my brand Creation by Memories, I ran image ads in the beginning stages because they're so easy to make, and I made all of them on Canva.com in a matter of a few minutes. So if the product that you're chosen is really easy to understand through an image and it's pretty self-explanatory, you can go on Canva.com and make loads of image ads in a matter of 1 day, and then you can launch all of it on Facebook on a CBO campaign, spending about $20 to $30 a day, and you can leave that to run for about a week to see how the product performs. Now, in terms of how easy is it to make your first $1,000 online with personalized dropshipping, I gotta put this as a very, very easy one. And my opinion may be biased in this regard because I have 2 of my own personal brands making money with personalized dropshipping. But honestly, guys, if you pick a really unique product, you pick a really good niche of audience to target, maybe it's parents, maybe it's couples, maybe it's even grandparents, and you make your website and ads really resonate with that audience, you guys should be able to get everything up and running and make your first $1,000 in the first month of you doing this. So I got to put this as a very easy way to make $1,000 in sales revenue online. Now, the second method to make your first $1,000 online that I'm going to speak about today is freelance services. Now, this one should be very unique to you. So you need to reflect and think, what skills do you currently have? Maybe you have a really good speaking voice and therefore you can do voiceovers for people. Maybe you're really good at sales, so you can help other companies close deals in sales calls. Or maybe you're just really good at running Facebook or TikTok ads, and there are companies out there that are willing to pay you for that skill set. Now, whatever the the strength you feel that you have, it's so easy to monetize it on freelance websites such as Upwork.com, Fiverr.com, even Freelancer.com. Personally, I think the best one out of all of them is to use Upwork.com because you're going to be able to attract a lot more higher ticket clientele, which are willing to pay more for your services and also work with you a lot more long-term versus platforms like Fiverr or Freelancer.com. And I'm saying this from experience because I personally have freelanced on Upwork.com to offer digital marketing to other companies. So because my background's in e-commerce and I've ran so many stores, I've gotten really fluent at running ads on Facebook. So I decided to monetize that skill on Upwork.com, made myself a profile and had a VA apply to about 10 to 15 jobs every single day on my behalf. And from that, I managed to sign a lot of clientele over the years and helping them with their e-commerce stores and running ads on their behalf. So this is definitely one that I'm speaking from experience. It's a really easy and fast way to make money, especially if you already possess that skill set. So just to give you guys a little more insight, on average, my clients were paying me between £500 to £1,500 every single month to manage their ads through Facebook primarily. And so when you start to amass 10 to 15 clients, that makes a lot of revenue for you. And at my peak, I was at £14,000 to £15,000 every single month in revenue just from managing other people's accounts with their Facebook campaigns. So I'm saying this from experience. It's definitely a good way for you guys to make some money. So let's talk about exactly what it is you need to get started with this. And honestly, the answer is not much. All you really need is an Upwork account. You need to make sure your profile looks professional with a nice image and some nice description. And then you just need to apply to about 10 to 15 jobs every single day. Now, in case you're unsure of how Upwork works, you've got clients who post jobs of exactly what services that they are looking for. And then freelancers like yourself will apply to those jobs and then they will pick one freelancer to proceed with. So as long as you're applying to 10 to 15 jobs every single day without fail, I guarantee in your first month, you will surpass $1,000. So in terms of simplicity, this one's got to be very, very simple as well and super easy to get started because you don't really need much except for the skill set that you know you could offer to clients. And that brings us on to the third way of making money online in 2024, and that is selling low ticket digital products on Etsy. So there are people selling all types of digital products, anywhere from digital planners all the way through to Photoshop mockups. And if you just scroll through Etsy, you can find loads of ideas and you can see which products are actually selling the most to give you an idea on which ones are getting the most demand. And these products only need to be made once, and you can sell that one product thousands and thousands of times over again on Etsy with pretty much 100% profit margins for yourself. So the way I would get into this is first go to Etsy.com and find some digital products that are being sold on the platform by simply just typing in digital products into the search bar and scroll down and see all the different types of sellers and all the different types of digital products that are being sold to give you guys some inspiration on the type of products that you are comfortable selling on the platform. And then once you found a product that you think could perform really, really well, make sure to leverage artificial intelligence. You can use ChatGPT or even Midjourney to craft up some images and text that are related to the digital product that you want to sell just to speed things up. Because remember, you can use ChatGPT to make yourself a digital planner in a matter of a few minutes. And guys, what I would personally do if I was going to try and make this business model work is I try and make as much of those digital products as possible. So if I was going to sell a digital planner, I would make a new digital planner every 48 hours, or I'd leverage AI to constantly make more and more digital planners so I could upload new listings on Etsy pretty much every other day, because that's going to increase your odds of getting traction on Etsy and increase your odds of getting sales. So that's definitely the way I would go about it. But in terms of simplicity, this one would require a bit more effort because it actually requires you to build the digital product depending on what it is. So obviously some are going to be way more complex than others, but something like a digital planner, you can just head over to canva.com and you can use one of the templates to give you a planner and then just start adjusting and editing from there. So I'd say this one's a little bit more time consuming to get things up and running because it will obviously take a little bit more time to set things up and actually prepare the product. But once you've got the ball rolling and you're actually getting sales from that digital product, this has got to be one of the most lucrative business models because it's 100% profit margins. And once the product is made, if it starts flying off in terms of sales, then that's 100% margin and very, very easy to maintain over time. There's really no running work that you need to do except for make sure that your customers get their digital product once they've purchased it. And that brings us on to the fourth method of making money online, and that is digital arbitrage. arbitrage. Now, this is very similar to offering freelancer services, except you won't be the one actually fulfilling the work, which means this method of making money is a lot more scalable than being a freelancer. And there are massive agencies in the world which have been built of this exact business model. It's essentially service arbitrage. Now, some great markets to focus for this type of business model would be programming, web design, digital marketing, and even video editing. So all you need to get started with this type of business model is to first decide on the type of market that you want to focus on. And then you need to find a specialist in that region. So let's pretend we want to focus on video editing services. The first thing you guys want to do is to find a very, very good video editor, because that is going to be the basis of your entire business. And then once you found that person, all you need to do is simply have a meeting with that individual to understand what their pricing is for that service. And then when you speak to clients yourself, you will quote them a higher figure than what your freelancer is charging you. Now, there's loads of different avenues you guys can explore to find different clients. One of them is email marketing. Another one is cold calling. And that really is the basis of this business, is constantly trying to outreach to clients every single day. That's the fastest way for you guys to make money with this business model. And that's why this business model is very, very scalable, because you're not the one that has to commit the time to fulfilling the work. You can eventually hire multiple different freelancers if you start getting multiple clients, and you just simply keep the difference. Now, in terms of how easy this is to make your first $1,000 online, I believe that this is pretty simple if you believe that you're good at selling, because that is the primary skill that you honestly need to make this business model work. You need to be able to go into sales calls and convince clients to pay slightly more than the industry standard, because they're very eager to work with yourself. And the reason they'll be eager to work with you is if you can communicate very well, you have good communication skills, and you show them some results that you could possibly generate for them that you've generated for previous clients. And that's where you guys can leverage the previous portfolio of your freelancer and use it and present it as your own work when you speak to clients on calls. So remember guys, the game with this one is definitely client outreach. Make sure you reach out to a certain number of clients every single day, whether it be email marketing, DMs, or even cold calling, because that is the baseline of your business. You need to be able to get calls and meetings, go into those calls and convince clients to pay for those services. And now the fifth and final way I'm going to talk about today to make money online is affiliate marketing. And I'm sure you guys have heard about this again and again, but I'm going to tell you the best way to approach this method of making money online. So to get into affiliate marketing, the first thing that you need is to choose your marketing channel. And that could be posting on Instagram, it could be posting on TikTok, it could even be posting on Twitter. But the essential part of this is to choose the exact channel that you want to focus on and make sure you're very consistent on that platform so you can amass an audience. And then you need to pick a niche. So what exactly are you going to build an audience around? Are you going to talk about artificial intelligence? Are you going to talk about digital marketing? Maybe you're going to talk about e-commerce, but you need to pick a very specific niche to gather a very specific type of audience. Then all you need to do is to find platforms that you believe your audience will benefit from and sign up as an affiliate on that platform, so that when you recommend them to your audience, every single member of your audience that goes over and signs up to that platform, you'll be able to keep a commission. And I personally do that with this YouTube channel because I'm posting e-commerce content and I have a small following of people who are following my content around e-commerce. Any platform that I believe will provide true value to my audience, I will mention it, and I'll also attempt to get as many people as possible to click on my affiliate link to head over to the website and sign up. Because at the end of the day, your audience is not going to pay any more or less by going through your affiliate link or not through your affiliate link, but at least the company will pay you a small commission for every single person that you refer to them. Now, one thing I'll say here, guys, is you want to make sure that everything you recommend to your audience, whether your audience is on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is, you want to make sure that it's something that will actually provide them value. Because if you're just spamming loads of affiliate links down their throats, eventually they will just not trust what you say and they won't want to go on any affiliate links that you are recommending them. So make sure that every single platform you recommend them is something that could actually bring a lot of value to that audience. That way it will be a lot more beneficial and it will be a win-win scenario for everybody. Now, in terms of simplicity, I'd say this isn't the easiest way to make $1,000 online, purely because it requires building a following, which in its initial stages can be very, very difficult, and it requires a lot of consistency and dedication. And there you have it, guys. Look, I wanted to make this video to give a lot of you ideas on ways that you can make money online. I know there's a lot of teenagers out there that are trying to make their first hundreds of dollars online and they don't know where to start. These have got to be the 5 best places to look for as a starting point. And if you're young guys, remember whichever one you get into, you can take your time and build up the skill sets required to make that business model work. I know a lot of teenagers out there today in the younger generation are very eager to make money ASAP, as quick as possible. But if you're in it for the long run and you stay consistent and dedicated, I assure you that in a couple of years, you will easily be making tens of thousands every single month if you are dedicated enough. So I hope you found some value in this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.